Cops target black man for trespassing on his own property, unaware he's the director of the FBI. Step away from the property. Hands where we can see them. It was his house, his lawn. His name was on the deed. Yet, within seconds, a peaceful evening turned into a public spectacle. Sirens blared, guns drawn. Neighbors watched from behind curtains, silent and complicit. No one asked who he was. They just saw his skin. And when the cuffs clicked shut on the man who ran the nation's most powerful law enforcement agency, the silence that followed was deafening. This isn't just about mistaken identity. It's about power, perception, and a painful reality. Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments and hit that like button. Michael Grant had always believed in the system. He worked for it. He climbed through its ranks. A 47-year-old father of two, Michael, had just been appointed director of the FBI. It was a historic moment. He kept quiet for security reasons, planning to go public the following week. That morning, he left Washington, D.C. for a weekend break at his home in suburban Virginia, a peaceful, upper-middle-class neighborhood. He wore a hoodie, carried a duffel bag, and pulled into his driveway after sunset. He had lived there for years and planted the maple in the front yard himself. He knew the neighbors by name, but something felt off that night. Two patrol cars cruised by. Slowed down, watched. Michael dismissed the tension with a tired sigh. Just another routine stop, he thought. But it wouldn't be routine, not this time. Because this time, he was the target. As he unlocked the front gate, headlights flared behind him. A voice barked through the megaphone. Step away from the property. Michael turned slowly. Two officers were already out of the car, hands on holsters. Can I help you? He asked calmly. No sudden moves. You're trespassing. ID now. His eyebrows lifted. This is my home. Not what the report says. The neighbor called it in. Said a suspicious black male was breaking in. Michael reached for his wallet. One of the officers drew his weapon. Keep your hands where I can see them. Michael froze. His heart raced, not from guilt, but from disbelief. Again, still. Even now, he had once trained officers on implicit bias. Now he was staring down the barrel of it. Backup arrived. 3 more cruisers, flashing lights. Curious neighbors gathered on porches, silent. Michael tried to speak, but every word was drowned in assumption. An officer grabbed his wrist, twisting it back. You have no right to be here, the cop growled. That's when the duffel bag fell open, revealing his badge. Silence. One officer leaned in, squinting. FBI? He whispered. Michael didn't answer. He just stared. Then one word left his lips, measured and deliberate. Director. Tension rippled through the scene like thunder before a storm. But the storm, it had only just begun. The cuffs snapped open like a nervous apology. No one spoke. One officer stepped back, pale and shaking. Another muttered, "We didn't know, Michael stood silently, brushing dust from his blazer. The badge now sat on the hood of a patrol car, glowing under red and blue lights. One by one, they looked away. He wasn't shouting. He didn't need to. His silence said it all. He had been seen as a threat, not because of his actions, but because of his skin. And the fact that the director of the FBI could still be treated like an intruder on his own lawn? That truth hit harder than any headline ever could. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It helps. The news broke within hours. Headlines flooded every platform. FBI director misidentified in racial profiling incident. Michael never pressed charges. He didn't need to. The world saw. The message was clear. Titles don't shield you from prejudice. Skin color still speaks louder than credentials. He later spoke at a national conference saying, "If I can be mistaken, cuffed, humiliated on my porch, imagine what happens to those without a badge." Policy reforms followed. Some officers resigned. Others stayed to learn. But Michael's dignity, it was never in question. What was questioned, was the soul of a system. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos. Take care.